song I've played and loved for years. Since I first heard it, 1973, Burgers. Jorma Kaukonen and Hot Tuna, Jack Casady. Papa John Creech was on the album too, and there was even some live versions of them playing it with the violin. We're going to take, this is a really fascinating instrumental of Jorma's that is just, there are like 5 little pieces. I think I've labeled them like A through E. And we'll break them each down one at a time. There are a lot of rhythmic things that are challenging in here as far as the strumming goes, and there also are not really any parts that have to go exactly a certain way. At the end, we've got the little bend, and how it ends each time could go there, could come down, could go open, could be... So there's really going to be a lot of variety in how you do it. Now, so the tab that I put together shows the first picking part is a very specific pattern of 3/8 notes, four groups of 3/8 notes. Yes, 4 groups of 3/8 notes, and then a group of 4/8 notes. And that can be a part that the rhythm has to go exactly a certain way, and the bass notes can even be flexible. So I kind of was making them up as I was going there. The tablature I have will follow exactly, but we're also going to talk about the things you can change and just make it a little different every time. So let's see, we have some harmonics, 12th, 7th, 5th frets, and the biggest thing is it's in an open G tuning. So to get your guitar in this tuning, you need to tune the 2 E strings down to D, and the 5th string, the A string, down to G. So what we have is D, G, D, G, B, D. So 3 strings go down. The 1st, 5th, and 6th all go down a whole step. And then be sure to check, just like when you put a capo on, then be sure to check your tuning anyway. Check the strings that were that you didn't change, because there's a good chance that the tension on the guitar can change a little bit, and those might go a little low as well. So, or a little high. A little high. You might have to change, you're going to have to bring them down a little, is what I'm getting at there. So, one thing that's kind of cool about an open G tuning is that the middle 3 strings are the same as in standard tuning. So a chord shape that is really common in this is like the A shape of what would be a bar chord, but here we have a G chord. So if I put the bar at the 5th, and with the root being on the 5th string, I would now have a C chord and a D chord, and this D chord up at the 7th fret, Jorma uses frequently. Both of the chords that he plays the bars for, he only plays really 4 string bars. And when he's at the 7th fret, we'll sometimes use the low D in the bass. When he's at the 5th fret, just lets the bass note be the notes that we have in there, which would be a G. And we could have a lower G in there as well. You could, though, also play that C part when we get to that section. That's, I guess, going to be section B. When we get to that section, we will talk about doing something like this. Full bars. And a full bar here. And then all these chords that are sliding around is what's going on. So, okay, enough talking about it. Let's get into Jorma Kaukonen's Water Song.